Hello, my name is Mira Mikulic and I'm from Sydney, Australia. For those of you who don't know me yet, I migrated here in 1968 with my family from Slovakia, which was then part of communist Czechoslovakia. We settled down in Hobart, Tasmania, and my parents enrolled me and my sister in a Catholic school in order to give us a good Catholic education. Well, the education didn't do much for me at all, but it did make me think about where we come from and what we are doing here. I started reading many books on this topic, especially Buddhist ones. Later on, when I moved to Sydney, I enrolled in a philosophy course at the University of Sydney to try and find out more. I learned in the course that the soul is eternal and immortal, and that it comes to planets such as these in order to learn lessons and to progress faster on its spiritual path. After I left university, nothing much was happening in my life until I turned 29 in November 1983. Unfortunately, my dad passed away in a car accident in February 1984, and this event really turned our lives upside down. Mum and I had a very harrowing year, and I welcomed an invitation to lunch by a former friend of mine, Milan, just to get away from all the problems I was having and have a respite from just general life. While we were having lunch with Milan, he asked me to do him a favor and to mail a box of chocolates to his former girlfriend in Germany through some friends of mine, explaining that both of them were married now and he didn't want to cause any problems to anyone and just wanted his girlfriend to know, ex-girlfriend to know that he was thinking about her by giving her the chocolates he used to give her before. Milan had helped me quite a lot in the past, and I was more than happy to do this for him and mailed the chocolates to my friends in Germany soon afterwards. It was at the end of 1984, and Mum and I just wanted the year to be over and go back to our normal, peaceful life without problems. However, the universe had different ideas and finally decided to teach me about the meaning of my own life. It started with lessons right in January 1985 when I was woken up one morning by the loud banging on the door. And when I went to investigate, I met two burly detectives out there. They wanted to question me about the box of chocolates that I sent a few months before to Germany to Milan's girlfriend. To cut a very long story short, it transpired that Milan had laced each chocolate piece with strychnine, that they were not meant for any girlfriend of his, but for his wife's elderly aunt in Germany, because he wanted to cause her death and get his hands on the old lady's inheritance. Well, you can well imagine what this incident did to my psyche and my body. I was so disappointed by Milan's behavior because the detectives also informed me that my friends failed to read the little enclosed note that I put in the package, directing them to send it on. And since the chocolates were so lovely, they thought that I sent them to them and started eating them. They almost died if it hadn't been for the quick help of German medical personnel. I was so incensed by this incident that I started to plot Milan's murder because I wanted to get back at him and for everything that he did to me and my friends. My strong feelings of killing him soon alarmed me because I realized that it would be the end of my life, because if I had succeeded in killing him, I would most likely end up in jail myself. I didn't want that and sought help in dealing with this crazy situation. So one of the first things that I found was the Silva Mind Development Method through a colleague of mine, and I went to do the courses, having taken to them like a duck to water, because I was willing to change my thinking and life outlook. Incredible things started happening to me right away. One of them were premonitions. So the first one occurred when I was reaching one day for something in the cupboard, kitchen cupboard, and saw myself involved in a car accident. I've never had premonitions or any extraordinary things happen to me before, so this was really alarming and I wondered what it was about. I found out the very next morning as I was driving to work, and the car behind me bumped into the back of my car. Nobody was hurt, but the money I received from the insurance for the repairs also covered the cost of the Silva Mind Development course that I paid for with my credit card and had no idea how I was going to pay it. I was highly impressed by this occurrence and made up my mind to pay more attention to all future ones. And they all started. So my life since then has been so incredible, and I know it will be till the day I die, that I've decided to write about some of these occurrences in this book that I called The Spiritual Path: My Search for the Meaning of Life. So in this book, I'm documenting many of these incredible experiences, and I'm also writing about what it meant for my spiritual growth and for my soul's growth on its path, spiritual path. Not only did I create that book, but I've also created this notebook, which is for people like you who are searching for the meaning of life. It's a handy size to have with you all the time and carry it in your bag because it's got glossy covers, so it will last a while, and it's designed to help you to get onto your spiritual path that you've forgotten. So you can carry, if you carry it with you in your bag, you can write down any insights or thoughts that come to you, and it's guiding you to get onto your spiritual path. Apart from this, I've also recently created a series of 8 videos in a program called The Meaning of Life, which is also designed to help you get back on your spiritual path and navigate life from that point of view. I've done all this because as an indigo, I've agreed to come to this planet at this time and help humanity to remember that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience on this planet. Having said all this, I'm sure that most of you are aware that a lot of people consider spirituality mumbo jumbo. It's only because they have no idea what spirituality means. If they did, they wouldn't say things like that. Since you are here, I take it that you too are searching for the meaning of your life, especially at this time. Consider this. What if my ideas about the meaning of life are correct? If they are, and if you follow me on social media platforms, you will certainly get to understand the deeper meaning of your life. And not only that, but you will also learn how to heal the very core of your being, so you'll never be sick again. And I guarantee you that if you work as hard on your life as I work on mine, you will return back to your spiritual home having fulfilled your blueprint. And that is the whole point of your life here. Let me help you reach this goal. Namaste.